The Nets are out of Brooklyn as they take on their Eastern Conference rival in today's game. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. This game in Milwaukee marks the start of a homestand for the Bucks. And, of course, Gary Trent. Team moving on here without him.
And it's a trade that it caught me a little off guard, I have to be honest, Kevin. He played such a big part for this team, and really the last guy I expected to see them move.
Here's Hood-Schifino. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Claxton. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. The Nets shooting their first free throws of the game. And that one falls for Claxton. Clark, there are some that would say that Giannis Antetokounmpo is the best player in Milwaukee Bucks history. Others might say Lou Alcindor. What do you say?
Hey, pump the brakes on that Giannis. I love the Greek Freak, but I tell you, Kareem is my guy. I would tip my hat there, but I certainly understand why others would say, Giannis, I'm going to hang my hat with Kareem.
And what an alley-oop. Those two read each other so well.
It's a play I'm sure they love to run.
And as the receiver, he doesn't feel the need to go for the monster finish that time. I mean, laying it up for the 2 points worked out just fine.
Antetokounmpo, no good.
Well, the defense got lucky there with him missing it, but they don't want to chance that again.
Here's Claxton. Up and in on the layup. Claxton's got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
There's the lob to Bridges. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Perfect communication and timing on that alley-oop. Bridges saw the opening and then bounced right to the rim.
Here's Claxton. He's got 6. And he uses the glass on the layup. Claxton's got 8 points.
And this is how you want to start the ball game. 4 for 4 from the field. Seems like they're right on point and can't miss.
Now here's Giannis. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game. Shots good by Whitehead.
5 buckets without a miss. That's a fantastic start.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
How about 3 or 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Pass to Claxton. Lays it up and banks it in. He's got 10.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Bridges, right side. On the wing, Giannis. And Giannis throws it in.
Giannis is a monster around the rim. Too easy there.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Here's Williams. And Bridges with the block.
Boy, a really good shot blocker for a wing. Bridges elevates quickly and has an excellent sense of timing.
pass to Stewart. Bucks passing it around. 6 to shoot. Here's Hood Schifino. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Johnson surveying the floor. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Clark, the last piece of the puzzle for Giannis Antetokounmpo, winning that 2021 NBA title.
And you know, Kevin, think about this. When Giannis got that ring, he also had 2 MVPs. A Defensive Player of the Year award. Man, that's accomplishing a lot at just 26. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will really start shrinking.
Cameron Johnson.
On the free throw, no good. Clark, what in the world is left for Giannis to accomplish at this point?
You know, Kevin, I don't know, quite honestly. I mean, perhaps more championships or MVPs. He's really done it all. Maybe a scoring title, but whatever he does from this point on, it's only going to add to what's been a Hall of Fame career.
Here's Hood Schifino. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Boy, extra effort by Giannis, the multi-time MVP. He's just built a little different.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Those are always tough to judge, but I think the official got that one right.
Williams up on top. Back to Claxton. Antetokounmpo with the steal. For 3, Bridges. Misses that one. His first miss of the night. 2 for 3. To the inside. And Claxton throws it down.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Now, here's Bridges. He gets that one. Bridges got 6.
Boy, he's very dependable from that area. So Bridges, to me, should look to keep attacking when he gets the ball in this space.
Shots good by Whitehead.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Didn't think that was going to go in. Hood Schifino's got his second bucket of the night.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Johnson goes in. Williams up on top. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter.
The Nets, 24.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
One other factor today, points off turnover. I mean, let's see if they can keep up the pressure, capitalize off more forced miscues.
Now, here is Smith. The 19-foot shot. It's hauled in by Claxton. Here's Whitehead. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. Whitehead's got his third basket of the night right there. And awards now have a minimum amount of games needed to qualify. An interesting twist in this whole story.
Yeah, and it seems logical because of the uproar from the fans and the media that they implement this. And how can you be that impactful in reality, though, if you only play half the year?
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself. And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. And here is Antetokounmpo after the three-pointer from Bobby Portis. Antetokounmpo inside. Giannis with the dunk and throwing it down hard.
Yeah, nice, strong finish on the inside.
But, Greg, that's what he does. He's got the dunker mentality.
An absolutely tremendous athlete, able to go up and finish over the biggest of defenders.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. Since moving back to Brooklyn in 2012, the Nets, Greg, have won just 2 playoff series.
And just think about the all-stars they've had. KG, Pierce, Durant, Kyrie, Harden. I could name more. The Nets just haven't been able to put it together.
Smith wide open. He fired. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Here's Beal. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Well, we've seen Giannis add to his game over the years, and a consistent pull-up jumper might make him unguardable.
Brooklyn shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He's got 12. Outside, Beal. To the paint. Puts up a three. Milwaukee with the rebound. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
Now here's Beal. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Giannis high post. The Nets making a switch here. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. The Nets making a switch here. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. 5 to shoot. Smith on the wing. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. And it's Martin missing. The Nets with the lead. Johnson outside. Unloads from 13. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with this guy.
Substitution on the court.
It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
There's 1:59 left to play in the first half. Good Shafino. Shot is off. A finish. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Hey, when your big can pass it like Portis did there, the defense has to just tip their hat on that one.
And Keon Johnson picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. 13 foul.
A minute 42 left here in the second. Kick by Bridges. Here's Hood Shafino. From past the arc. And the three ball is good. Hood Shafino's got 9.
It's first triple of the second quarter, third of the game.
One thing you know you're going to get from Bridges, he can really score.
That has never been a problem for him. He's always been able to put it in the basket. He's got a really good feel and stays in attack mode when he's on the offensive end.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
.54 seconds left in the first half. Bridges, no one around him. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Knocks it loose. Here's Hood Shafino. It's good. This game is all even. Hood Shafino's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Portis. And Claxton throws it down.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent. That's his second foul of the first half. Not a big deal yet, but something to keep an eye on.
The Bucks shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Tell you what, it's been a different story for them at the line this season. When you measure those numbers against last season's, I mean, they've taken a big-time dip, guys.
Pass to Portis. And it's Brooklyn scoring again. Latrey. The shot, no good. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Nets lead by 2. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so it's Milwaukee with it, trailing by 2. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
No, DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout, looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Now, here's Portis. And the layup's good off the glass. Portis has got 7.
This is Portis in his comfort zone, scoring deep inside.
Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Off target from 3-point range.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Got a piece of it. Bridges with the steal. And he comes up with the deuce. 8 points for him.
Boy, look how easily Bridges shoots through the contact there. I mean, his mechanics are strong, as is his body.
Portis the screen. Johnson outside. Over in the corner, Claxton. 5 on the clock. Portis inside the three-point line. And again, it's the Nets missing. Bucks trail by 3. And here's Giannis. He's got 12. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
He is certainly one of the few true franchise cornerstones in the league. Few guys can take over a game like the Greek Freak.
Pass to Portis. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. The Nets making a switch here. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Giannis inside. 14 points for him. Bridges outside. Shot clock at 5. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Johnson right side. Pass to Claxton. Three-pointer. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 14.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Nets leading by 4. Williams with the ball. Bridges covering. The kick out to Williams. Johnson outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. For 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for the Bucks. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here.
Coming out of the floor for the Nets, number 9, Bobby Portis.
Outside, Antetokounmpo.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Clock at 6. Giannis slashing. And the dunk by Giannis.
And you know, Giannis gets to the basket in a nanosecond. He feels like nobody can stop him.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. There's 1:54 left to play in the third. On the wing, Johnson. 14 points for him. Knocked away. Martin with it. And it's Johnson picking him up. For the tie. Pass to Stewart. Back to Martin. Bucks passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And it's all evened up. Antetokounmpo's got 18 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Portis the screen. Here's Williams. And again, no good by Brooklyn.
Clearly the defense could have been better there, guys, but he also needs to convert that.
Antetokounmpo inside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Brooklyn with the ball. They host the 76ers after this game. It's start a 3-game homestand with that game. There's Portis. Rebounded by the Bucks. On the wing, Bridges. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Bridges got the lead up to 3 now for Milwaukee.
No hesitation from Bridges there. He knows exactly when he should look to shoot it off the catch.
Will it go? Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Six seconds left in the third quarter. Kick by Bridges. Smith. And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Milwaukee on top. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Nets trailed by 3. Here's Johnson. Johnson left side. Johnson outside. Back to Johnson. The shot's good. Johnson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Brooklyn.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
You know, they want the ball in his hands here because they trust him to hit all the big shots.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bucks?
The way they've been able to consistently get past the defense and to the cup has been most impressive. They've almost made it look pedestrian.
And they've also been steady from the three-point line and doing a good job creating room for their shooters and then converting.
And he knocks down the first one. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Smith. There's the lob to Bridges. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
You know, that's a set that's comfortable for Bridges. I mean, he's got a good feel for the pick and roll, either as a creator or as a finisher.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
Here's Bridges. Just 5 to shoot. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. Pass to Johnson. Here's Claxton. Defended by Bridges. Claxton, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Bridges deciding where to go with it. Here's Fernando. Back to Bridges. Bridges double team. Pass to Minot. The putback. It's good on the putback. And the Bucks lead by 4. Here's Whitehead. Johnson outside. The three-pointer off the mark. And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He knows every possession is critical now. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Doc Rivers talking with his team. Now he wants his team to stop playing it safe. He said, we've got this lead by doing what we do. And we can keep it if we don't get too cautious. Play our game. Kevin?
All right, thank you, David.
Giannis has tremendous physical attributes, but his confidence is something that separates him from most.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
And the dunk by Giannis.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Pass to Johnson. There's Whitehead. And the Nets, another three.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
Milwaukee in the lead. There's the one. There's Giannis. Look out below.
For Giannis, his length and instincts on defense make him a feared shot blocker.
Outside Portis. Back to Johnson. Outside Portis. Three-pointer. Nailed from three-point land. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Throws it up high. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. The way, Greg, they're sharing the ball tonight, mesmerizing.
Everyone's getting to touch it, and everyone's contributing.
Outside Williams. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 6. There's Portis. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. On the wing, Bridges takes a 3. Rebounded by the Nets. 1:41 left in the fourth quarter. Johnson with it. And it's Martin picking him up. The kick out to Williams. And a little luck that time, but it drops. And the Nets lead by 1.
You know, they'll take the points, but I'm sure Coach would prefer a higher percentage look next time.
And so it's Williams who brings it up for Brooklyn. Outside Portis. Pass to Whitehead. Here's the 3. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And Milwaukee has possession. Stewart with it. Back to Giannis. The shot by Stewart with no one around. Good!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
And every miss finds its way to his hands. Well, what an impressive performance.
I'll tell you what, those are crazy numbers, guys. I mean, believe me, I was a good rebounder in my day. It is not easy to corral that many boards in one night.
Johnson outside. Back to Portis. Pass to Whitehead. And again, no good by Brooklyn. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Yeah, they have to extend the game. I mean, plain and simple. Use every second you can on the clock here.
Gets the first. That will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. It's a 3-point game.
Big-time free throws there. That could be the difference. It forces them now into a 3-point attempt.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
He hits both from the stripe. "12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And an intentional foul there stops the clock. And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line, and that will put them up by 2. And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And talking about the approach now, what are they looking at?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Pass to Claxton. Can they tie? Oh, he couldn't make that shot go to force overtime.